Alright, what's up everybody? Got some Ghost Recon gameplay for you. Gonna give you like my first impressions, and it's probably gonna be my last impressions of this game, unfortunately. Just going with some of the positives, a couple positives that I have so far. Graphics are nice and the maps are nice. I actually wish that they would hire some of these guys to make maps for Call of Duty. I mean, that's how well thought out they are. That's how nicely they are done. You know, there's a lot of good things about these maps. The unfortunate thing, when I first bought the game, when I got the game at midnight from GameStop a couple days ago, I guess now, once you'll be seeing this video, you know, I looked in the back of the box and it said 10 multiplayer maps, and I was like, okay. I was like, you know, it kind of scared me a little bit that they only had 10 maps and that was it. But I thought, okay, well, if they're going to have enough game types, that won't be such a problem. Well, that's a big, huge problem. You know, launching the game, downloading everything from, you know, pre-ordering and stuff like that, you get a bunch of stuff, some guns and some paint, and for your loadout guns. I mean, that's one of the good things, I guess, I could say about this game too, is of how you can customize your gun and your character and everything else is pretty good. I wish they would kind of do this for Call of Duty a little bit, maybe. I mean, they kind of do already, but you know, they really go in depth with the gun, from like the stock to the trigger to the barrel, to the paint of the gun, to the optics of the gun. It's pretty cool. But you know, when you get down to the brass tacks of it, it's not enough. You know, again, like when I saw the back of the box and only said 10 multiplayer maps, you know, it kind of got me scared, but I thought, okay, you know, if they have enough game types, it'll be okay. Because in the demo they gave us 2 game types, which was Conflict and Saboteur, and Saboteur is exactly like Sabotage. For, you know, the Call of Duty people who play Call of Duty, it's exactly like Sabotage. And then Conflict is you have to go around different objectives, and you have to pretty much hack the system, or you have to defend the objective, or you can't let the other team get to the objective and hack it and get the intel, or get resupplies or anything like that. So when I launched the game, after I got it, I was really hoping for like a team deathmatch type gameplay or game type, and or a domination type game type. Well, they didn't have that. They had 4 game types total. That's it. You paid $60 for a multiplayer if you're only into the multiplayer, because I don't play, or I don't buy games for campaigns. I buy them for multiplayer. Well, paid $60 for 4 game types. That's all they had. They have a game called Siege, which is basically like search and destroy, and they have another game type called Decoy, which you have 3 objectives and you have to destroy each objective, and the last objective is the key objective, and you have to demo it and blow it up. Now, this kind of like pissed me off right from the get-go, not even playing 1 second of the game, other than playing the demo that I played earlier on. That they could make a multiplayer, that they could make a game, and they only have 4 single game types. I mean, it's ridiculous. To pay that much money for a multiplayer or a game in itself, and they only have 4 game types. It really pissed me off. It really did. It kind of brought me back to when I rented Medal of Honor when that came out. I remember renting that game, and you know, they only had 5 game types, I believe, at launch. And of course, within the box, it shows when you're downloading, or how to download all the stuff, like your Uplay game card and stuff like that, to get on the servers and everything like that. Kind of just like I guess Battlefield in a way, and like the EA system servers. You know, and it was just, oh my god, it just kind of like pissed me off right from the start that they wouldn't have even a simple game type like Team Deathmatch. And I know the game is supposed to be more strategic, I get that, but I was really hoping for, you know, when I first saw the trailers, it really interested me because the concept seemed like it was going to marry Call of Duty and Battlefield together. And there was going to be a lot of action, and it's going to be, you know, maybe like a little bit of a fast pace, but action-packed and with strategy. Well, there's a ton of strategy in this game, but a lot of people's strategy is to hide behind a box and wait till someone runs past you. I mean, that's a lot of the strategy in the game, which is kind of annoying. It's basically like playing Call of Duty and someone's sitting in the corner waiting for you to run up the stairs or run past you so they can kill you. I mean, it's pretty much kind of like the same exact thing, and it's kind of annoying. You know, it's more, you know, it's supposed to be a third-person shooter, and the inconsistencies as far as being aiming down sight or aiming while you're in third person is really bad. I mean, it's really inconsistent. I mean, you could be right in front of somebody holding down the left trigger to aim, and your cursor can be right on the guy, and you'll miss every single bullet. I mean, every single bullet won't even hit the guy, or you might get one single hit marker instead of every bullet that you fire should be a hit marker because your cursor is on them while you're aiming. And I'm not talking about you know, like when you hip fire or something like that. I'm not even talking about that. And you know, the third-person shooters know what I'm talking about, so I'm not going to get into that. But it's really inconsistent. You're almost better off going first person every single time. It seems like in first person, you can kill somebody within 2, maybe even 3 bullets. I mean, that's how ridiculous that is. I mean, it's really kind of inconsistent on that as well. The stopping power between guns is really consistent as far as like SMGs seem like they're almost as strong or stronger than some rifles, which is kind of BS. Player movements are very slow, especially when you get up close to somebody. There's not too many options where you can fix that, which is kind of annoying. The spawn system is very annoying. It won't let you spawn next to intel, which is understandable, but you can't they'll let you spawn next to one of your teammates and pretty much die. Sometimes when you spawn, it'll take 5 seconds just to spawn. You can check on your player to see if you want to spawn next to him or not, and you can try to spawn next to him, but you know, 5 seconds later he's getting shot at and you spawn with your back to that player, and so you're going to end up getting killed. That happened to me about like 20 times last night, which is very annoying. It was, you know, there's a lot of this where you have to almost basically like camp out. I mean, that's how kind of annoying it is a little bit. And I understand like setting up perimeters and all that stuff, that you're trying to make it strategic, but not to the point to where it's boring. For me, that's, you know, it's boring sometimes to do that. I like to be strategic and everything like that, but not to the point to where I have to sit in one spot for the entire game and just to accomplish like anything. So it's kind of annoying at times by doing that. You know, I mean, other than like the maps and the graphics, I mean, that's the only positives I can really say about the game. Everything else, I mean, like the loadouts is pretty cool, but everything else, like the game types, I mean, it's just really annoying that you pay $60 for a game and you get this, which, you know, oh well, that's life sometimes, and probably going to trade it in, but, you know, which is unfortunate.